All
Okay.
right.
I'm telling my kids to stay off the internet.
That's fine. You're fine.
Hold on. Because if they don't, it's going to be bad.
Right. No, that's fine.
Okay. Where'd I go now? Then I disappeared.
You're there. I see you.
Okay. Well, I can't see anybody, so. Okay.
Well, okay, we're going to start. Thank you all for coming on tonight, for being part of our Live Radically Team Zoom connection call tonight. I'm really excited for this evening. Special guest speaker, Diamond Ambassador Wendy Larson. And so before we start, I'm going to just give a little bit of announcement. Start inviting if you haven't already. I know we literally are just wrapping up. We've just wrapped up our 7-day challenge. But be inviting people to the May 7-day challenge. I believe we are starting on May 14th. So be inviting people now. Get them plugged, set up with a 7-day trial pack. And once we have the event page up next, or the group page up next month, we can plug them in. But start inviting people now. Also, much more recently, we are going to be having our live event this Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. Central. So be inviting everyone to it. This is for all of our ambassadors. So if you have ambassadors on your team who maybe they haven't ordered product in a while, this is for them. This is for them to invite their friends and family to, because we would love to help them even get a customer, to get somebody on, not that they have to grow their business, but if they want to have a little bit of a paycheck, what if they want to get their products paid for? How cool would that be for them? Let's help them have success. And so this live event is for everyone, for every ambassador on our team. And we are getting that set up. We've been getting it set up over the weekend. We're fine-tuning it right now. So we're starting it this Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. Central. So be inviting your ambassadors. Okay, I think people are not all muted. So let's make sure we mute ourselves. Make sure you're muted. Okay. So that's what's going on this Thursday evening, and this is for your potentials, your friends and family, and ambassadors. So please be reaching out to all of your ambassadors, whether they are active or inactive. It doesn't matter. We want to plug them into this event because it's for everyone.
That's what you just communicated.
Okay, so I feel like we're hearing something right now. I need to mute it before we move on because I do not want it to be distracting. That's okay. Okay. All right, there we go. So, all right, now we're going to hear from Wendy Larson. She is a Diamond Ambassador. She lives in Minnesota, northern Minnesota. And when I joined Plexus in June of 2014, almost 4 years ago, I think, Wendy, you were a senior ambassador.
Anna, do I need to spell it out for you? Apologize.
Oh, that's me. Okay. Here, I'm going to unmute you, Wendy. Can you mute you? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I think you were a senior Ruby ambassador, right?
I think so because you started in April, right? Is that your June? Oh yeah, I was senior Ruby. Yep. I went senior Ruby the April right before you joined. So
okay.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah.
You are where I was, and this is happening.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah, so all of our jewels were not even, like Wendy and Rachel and Ruthie and Monica were not jewels yet when I joined. And it's been absolutely fantastic watching them grow their businesses, their teams, and pour into us and rank up. And then it's now trickling all the way down to us. And so it's really, really cool to watch this happen. So right now, I'm going to let Wendy take over the floor, and she's going to share some things that are on her heart, things that can excite us, can challenge us, and help us grow. Go ahead, Wendy.
Okay, so you guys, we are hitting a huge rank up month for Melody and for your whole team. This is not just a one-person achievement. This is an achievement of your entire team, a collaboration of you guys coming together and showing support for one another. And I understand that sometimes when we're doing these things, it can be super exciting. Maybe to some of you, it may feel a little bit stressful because you're being pushed out of your comfort zone. You want to be a part of what's going on, but you know what you're doing is pushing you out of your comfort zone. And let me just tell you, that's good. If it's one thing I know what to do, and I think Melody is very similar in this fashion, is she knows how to push people out of their comfort zone. Because, y'all, nothing grows there. Complacency is dead. Like, it is the state of decline actually. So if you're complacent in your business or you're complacent with reaching out to people, you're actually going backwards, not even staying the same. So I want you guys to really hear what I have to say tonight, hear my heart. I'm going to do a little bit of teaching on stress. And some of you who caught the video that our Monday motivational video, you kind of heard a little bit about my test or theories with stress, but I want to go into it a little bit more from a health perspective because we are in the health and happiness company. And I'm really hoping that what I share will bring some level of confidence to you about our products, that you can reach out more effectively and more confidently to people on your team, okay? So let's start with a couple of statistics. Did you know that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? Okay? That is stressful. I did a little test or a quiz. What do you call it? I asked people on my page.
Survey?
Yeah. A survey. Thank you. I did a little survey on my page and I asked people what were the number 2 stressors in their life. And it really surprised me, for one, how many of our own ambassadors still feel that money is a stress in their life, or their job is a stress in their life, or health is stress in their life. That made me a little bit sad, I guess, because we have an opportunity with this company to address all of those issues. And if we're not taking advantage of that, then we're causing our own stress. And not only are we causing that stress on ourselves, but that stress is infiltrated into our homes, into our children, into our marriages, into our relationships, into our friendships. And now you have this terrible ripple effect on the one decision that you have complete control over. And that is doing something with this opportunity. Stress is brought on by a constant drip of cortisol. And I want to read a little segment that I have for you. It's out of the book by Simon Sinek on Leaders Eat Last. Eaters Eat Last. Okay, whatever, Wendy. A constant flow of cortisol just isn't bad for the organization. Think about this, you guys. The cortisol that you're dealing with in your own body now leaks into your organization. It also can do serious damage to our health. Like the other selfish chemicals, cortisol can help us survive, but it isn't supposed to be in our system all of the time. It will wreak havoc with our glucose metabolism. How many of us are still struggling to lose weight because we refuse to deal with the stress in our life? It will affect our glucose metabolism. It also increases blood pressure and inflammatory responses and impairs cognitive ability. That means it will impair our decision-making processes and how we act toward people. Our behavioral processes are affected by stress. It's harder to concentrate on things outside of the organization if we are stressed out about what's going on inside. So, how do we deal with stress? You know, I think everything that comes our way is a choice, and we can learn to deal with it. We can choose not to be offended. Do you know that we can actually choose not to be offended over things people say, do, or act toward us? Put on an armor of forgiveness, an armor of grace, and turn the other cheek. It's so simple. If you have a money issue, you have a job opportunity with this company. Oh, and then there was a live person. You have a job opportunity. You have products that can help reduce stress. You guys, we have Vital Biome. We have an actual probiotic that has clinical studies that help reduce stress and anxiety. Mega X helps reduce stress and anxiety. Another thing, don't be afraid to have expectations of your children. If your children are unruly or driving you crazy or whatever the case may be, give them boundaries and expectations of how you expect them to behave. This can't be the case all the time, but I'll tell you, it can a lot of the times. So that's just one thing. I had a child that had ADD pretty badly when he was 4 years old, and it was really hard on our family, but we never gave up on the expectations that we had for him as a child of our family and how to make things run better. He no longer suffers with those issues. Thank you, Plexus. Anyway, that can just help reduce stress right there. I also wanted to talk to you guys about money, because a lot of people feel like money is a hard thing to get people to buy products. When you're stressed about money, guess what? You project that on every person you come in contact with, on every person that you message. You are going to assume they don't have money. You are going to assume that you're being greedy about what you're doing. Money is amoral, okay? Amoral means it does not have character qualities. The only attachment to money is what you flow through it. So if you are a giving person and you want to help people get better, you don't have a problem with them spending a lot of money on something that will help them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, today a gal called me. She wanted to get on X Factor Plus, okay? She wanted to get on X Factor Plus. Guess what? I talked her into the ProBio 5 and doing the Slim. She started with a vitamin, and did I stop there? I kept going. You know why? Because I want her to have results. I want her to feel better. I want her to have the issues that she called me about addressed. So I upselled her until she told me no. I didn't stop. And it's not because I wanted to say a lot of her. It's because I want her to get results. And I want you guys to do the same thing. Like, when you're contacting people, you're upselling them for the fact that you want them to have results, period. If people in your downline are ordering less than 100 PV, one thing I do is I actually message them and I say, do you realize that you are $12 away from earning a paycheck? They're at $88. And I'm like, do you realize you're like $12? Okay, so I don't do math very good. You're just a short ways away from earning a paycheck. You might have a paycheck in your pay portal. Has anybody showed you how to check that? Has anybody shown you where your pay portal is? Do you know where to look for your paycheck in your back office? I talk about paychecks all the time because people want paychecks, right? Don't you want a paycheck with this company? It's not just about saving money, it's about making money. And people that make money will continue to make money over and over and over again. And they will find people who want to make money over and over and over again because they don't want to live in the circumstances that they are right now. So I guess I just really wanted to stress that factor to you, because money stresses people out, and we can give them this opportunity to make a great paycheck. Last but not least, I really want to address the fact that you guys have an amazing team of leaders, an amazing team. You've got Kristen and Janelle and Melody, and I'm so forgetting somebody right now, and it's driving me crazy. They have, who am I missing? Melody?
Katie Bruno.
Katie, yes. You guys, these leaders have direct access to Ruthie, Monica, and myself. And any time that they need help with a leadership issue, guess where they're coming? They're coming to us. And if we turn around and tell them something, they're going to turn around and tell you the same thing. If you are not listening to them, you are only hurting yourself. You are that bad drip of cortisol on the team that is infecting everybody else's health and well-being and business because of not being coachable. I don't give advice if I don't feel like it's going to benefit other people. I'm real careful about that. But I am super passionate about coachability. And when I see these 4 women coming to us, looking for leadership advancements or looking for leadership advice, they're going to get the best of the best. And guess what? I go to my leaders all the time looking for advice. And they go to their leaders. And we are dealing with leaders who have been in this industry for over 20 plus years. You know, we have Helen and Sonia as our very upline leaders. And they've been in this industry for 20 plus years. Why do you think this team is as strong as it is? Because we have the best of the best. So I really want to encourage you, if they're telling you something, if they're seeing that something isn't okay or something's not right and to not be doing it, then don't do it. Seriously, for real, don't do it. That's stupid to argue with them. It's stupid because you're not only arguing with them, now you're arguing with me, and then I really have an issue. Because you should know, I don't like to be wrong. I can be wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong, but I don't like to be wrong. So, last but not least, your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. How far do you want to go depends on your attitude in this business towards your leaders and towards your team. It is not what you know or think what you know or act what you know. It's your attitude toward it all. It's an attitude of love. It's a servant's heart towards your team and towards your leaders. Your leaders love you. They pour into you. They get wisdom from other leaders, from sidelines, from uplines. They're doing this because they love you. And I hope you are listening well, because there's not an exclusion of anybody in this team. Everybody is equally valuable, okay? So your attitude will determine your success, and how you treat people will determine your success in this business, because you can't be poisonous for long before people don't trust you anymore, before people see an inside ugliness that they don't want to have a connection to. I know that's not anybody on this team, but I just wanted to address it because someday you might come across it. So you guys just continue to reach out with love. Remember that people are dying to make a paycheck. I'm going to share, can I just share a couple of things that I see are working on other teams? Okay. What I see working on other teams really well. So last month, Sandra Aldrich, she's a Ruby ambassador, and she's going for Senior Ruby this month. She had a 100-point jump in her business from February to March. And the only thing that she was doing different is that she actually offered an event, an online event or an in-person event or a launch for every new person that came onto their team. She made sure that that person got commission qualified right away. She made sure, and some people said, well, I want to see what these products are gonna do for me. She got that a lot, and she goes, you know what? Let's see together with some of your friends. Maybe they can have a different result than you, and now you'll have more than one testimony. I don't know how she does it, but that girl is persuasive, and she got them to do online events. So that's one thing that I see that's working really well. The other thing that I see that's working really well is Casey Bogle has this team chat, and I'm not kidding you, everybody who joins the team gets added to this chat. It's huge. And honestly, it kind of scared me for a little bit at first, but she has got such great control of it. Like, there is zero negativity. There is no safe place to go to talk about things except outside of a group chat, because that is where conversations happen. They don't happen in front of 93 different other people, and especially a brand new person who just joined the team. So she has got amazing control of that chat. Plus, she's got leaders that are on board with her about that as well. Okay, so 93 people are in this chat. They're all introducing the new person. They're all saying welcome. Then they are encouraging the new person to make their first post. Brand new. The new person makes her first post. The next thing you know, the new person has her first ambassador, and the team is rolling in business workers right from the get-go. Casey jumped 200 points from February to March. I don't know. Group chats that big freak me out a little bit. I would have to have a lot of leaders to make sure that that chat was going down good, because I do not allow toxicity in my chats at all. Ask Melody. She knows I will cross that out so fast. You guys, if anything negative goes in a chat and a brand new person sees that, what kind of impression do you think that leaves on them? Not good. Not good at all. So you listen to your uplines. If you want to be successful, you listen. Because we know what we're doing, and if we don't know what we're doing, we know where to go to find out what we need to do. Okay? All right. Do you have any questions, Melody?
Well, I love that. Thank you so much, Wendy. And I'm still kind of floored about Casey's chat. I'm gonna pick her brain on that. But that's amazing. That's incredible. So okay, anybody have questions for Wendy? Now is the time to unmute yourself or wave your arm so I can unmute you and ask. We have a few minutes and you can ask her. Wendy, I have a question for you because I don't think everybody knows how you got started in Plexus. Can you just give like a little gist of how you got started? Because people probably think you just dived into the business, and that's not true.
That could be so far from the truth. So I started out as a customer of Kristen Abert's, okay? I was a customer who wasn't seeing any results, believe it or not. And this silly customer who wasn't seeing any results, thankfully had a subscription, had something that was coming every single month, because by the third month, when my subscription went through the third time, I was ready to quit. And I said, you know what, my subscription already ran. I'll take the products for another month and we'll just see how it goes from there. It was that month that I saw the most tremendous results in my health. Seriously, like everything you could imagine that I had dealt with for the last 12 years was like just dropping off like flies, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And so I upgraded and became an ambassador. So I could continue having these tremendous results that came in my third month. Okay. And believe me, I was the one that said, I'm too busy. I don't want to be a salesperson, blah, blah, blah. I said everything that we all hear. And it wasn't until Kristen said to me, you know, that's fine, but I could really see you running with this, and I could see you as a diamond in this company. On our first phone call. And then she said, let me just show you your back office. And if you have any questions along the way, then you can ask me. She showed me my back office. She showed me how to make money. She showed me where to find my paycheck and when it's posted. And do you not think any of that was motivating to me? It absolutely was motivating to me. Absolutely. I wanted to see a number where that paycheck was posted. I wanted to see something come through that I worked for. If I could just make $100, I could start a savings account, which we desperately needed. And all she did was create vision. It's not what she said. It's what she got me to see, because she got on the phone with me and she had me look at that back office with her. There was the vision. And she breathed life into me and said, I could see you being a diamond in this company. Okay, if somebody said that to you, do you not think you'd want to live up to that just a little bit? Yeah. So here I am because of that. Here you are.
Yeah, pretty much. Here we are because of that. So, Yep, that's true. That's 100% true. Does anybody have any questions? Otherwise, we are going to be done. early. Speak now.
They're scared. I scared them, Melody.
That's okay. You used to scare me.
I did. Now you know. I don't bite people.
I know. Oh, I know. Oh, yes. Wendy used to scare me. But yeah, that's what personal growth does. It helps you grow and get over yourself.
Yeah, you guys, I'm really like the nicest person ever. And I love people. And I love to see people be successful because it's such an innate desire in them.
Yep.
Because I believe everybody has the ability to be successful.
Yep.
They just have to work for it.
Yep.
There was a graphic I put in our Zoom into the top chat, and it said, what did it say about that one I just posted about there's no parties in the last week of the month? What did it say? It was so good.
It was, I'll have to post it in our team page later.
There's no parties when you want to reach a goal.
When your goals are more important than a party, welcome to the 1% club.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
I want to be in that 1%, not the other 1%.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Get to work, people. We got an Emerald team going on. We have like a week to go.
Yep.
Let's do it a week from today.
Yeah. It would be good if it wasn't at 11 p.m.
Amen to that. At least it's not on a Sunday night.
Yeah, I know. I was thankful for that. I was thankful. Okay, Monday. We can do a Monday.
Yeah, Monday is way better than Sunday. Saturday would be the worst night of all.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Wendy. We really appreciate it. I love your real truth, your passion and your tough love and your compassion for us. So we really appreciate you coming on tonight. We have it recorded, and thank you everyone for taking time out of your evening. Your time is valuable, and we appreciate you jumping on here and participating. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Wendy. Bye.
Bye.